Hallo zusammen, zurück bei The Council. Da wachen wir auch schon auf. Und schauen mal weiter, was uns hier noch so erwartet. Ich glaube, wir haben da einen Punkt bekommen. Den sollten wir dann mal verteilen.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
So, können wir nämlich hier auch schon... Hat er das jetzt schon gelesen? Super. Okay, jetzt muss ich nur kurz überlegen. Charakter, da können wir nämlich einen Punkt reinsetzen. Psychologie, Logik. Machen wir mal hier einen noch rein. Nee, hä? War das jetzt nicht richtig? Ich habe hier doch einen Punkt. Fertigkeit wird nicht beherrscht. Etikette. So. Ich muss sie doch irgendwie verteilen können. Wie war denn das? Nee, so war das nicht. Dann suchen wir hier erstmal noch. Gegenstand. Ein Schlüssel. Der Brief. Taschentuch. Noch ein Taschentuch. Trotzdem der Meinung. Irgendwas haut da gerade nicht hin. Aber gucken wir uns erstmal alles an hier. Noch irgendwas gefunden.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Da war eine Kiste.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. I haven't even had time to unpack my
macht das?
cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Writing material.
Ach nee, können wir untersuchen, alles klar.
Writing material.
Ach, können wir noch gar nicht untersuchen. Ist aber noch nicht clever genug. Können wir auch noch nicht knacken.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Jetzt mal hier, großen Balkon. Karmelitengeist, versetze dich in den Zustand fokussiert. Der nächste Fertigkeitseines kostet dich nichts. Du kannst nicht mehr als 5 bei dir tragen. Da ist doch noch was auf dem Tisch. Komm.
Cash. A ruble.
Ach, Sammlermünzen, okay. Oh, was haben wir hier? Eine Laterne. Ach, er kann hier mal einen Ausblick genießen. Ja gut, alles nur Meer.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Mhm. Naja, gut, okay. Huch.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Ja, so ein Kaffee ist ganz gut.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville.
One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials.
What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Finde etwas, um die geheime Botschaft aufzudecken.
Inferno by Dante.
Ach, das haben wir schon.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
Asche hier.
Very jolly.
Damit können wir die Schrift sichtbar machen. Die sich gerade in die Tasche gestopft. Wo haben wir denn den Brief von Mama? Die Asche. Geht irgendwie nicht. Jetzt gucke ich mal, was das mit der Asche irgendwie.
Damn, we're making a serious mess here.
It's no good. It might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Okay, die Asche war eine schlechte Idee. Können wir denn die Tintenfass vielleicht nehmen? Kann natürlich das Buch auch ruinieren.
So it wasn't that, and I've just stained half the page.
Ink is always used to write a message, never to reveal one. I must find something else.
Jetzt haben wir fast das ganze Buch ruiniert. Ist hier irgendwas zum Mitnehmen noch?
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Haben wir denn unser Inventar hier? Atelier Royal. Die Talisman. So, jetzt haben wir wieder volle Konzentration hier. Weil das ist jetzt unser Schlafzimmer. Ich wüsste jetzt nicht, was man noch nehmen könnte. Da würde er sich hinlegen und schlafen.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on, but doesn't.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Ja, vielleicht ist da ja was drin.
This room looks unoccupied.
Womit kann ich denn jetzt die Nachricht lesbar machen? Haben wir denn hier noch irgendwas?
Look, markings on the floor.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Nee, da kann ich jetzt noch nicht mal rausgehen. Also muss das hier im Raum sein, was ich dafür brauche. Kann ich mir davon jetzt nehmen?
Nothing here.
Nee.
I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Ja, so ein Kaffee noch übers Buch gießen.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Was haben wir denn da drin?
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. All right. I've retrieved everything.
Ist das noch irgendwas? Bernsteinstück? Ich glaube nicht, dass ich das mit dem Bernsteinstück machen kann. Nee, da haben wir jetzt noch nichts gefunden. Aber es steht hier jetzt auch nichts weiter rum. Die Kerze?
Aha! It's working.
Ja, mit der Kerze.
Reveals the message.
Na gut.
Let's see what my mother wrote.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Hall requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, jetzt haben wir irgendeine Eigenschaft hinzugefügt.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Wir nur wieder runterfinden. Ich glaube, ich bin gerade in die falsche Richtung gerannt.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Na, willst du nicht runtergehen? Geht's etwa nicht runter? Nee, da geht's nur hoch. Ah, hier. Mensch, in dem großen Ding kann man sich verlaufen.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
Na, nicht hier. Mach.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes. Why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh. She's getting more and more agitated.
Gut, jetzt haben wir hier diese Narbe.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes,
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
she's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Ja, funktioniert super.
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Okay, was halten wir jetzt davon? Das soll die Tochter von John Adams sein. Und sie hat von einer Schwester gesprochen. Hat sie jetzt eine Zwillingsschwester und deshalb hat Washington gedacht, das ist die andere, die schon längst tot ist. So, wo sind die jetzt hingelaufen? Hier? Nee, da nicht. Ja, hier. Okay.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army.
Noch ein junger
And
Napoleon, schaut
Jacques
mal.
Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining
Wieso
us
ist er
this
immer
morning,
nicht da?
but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served
Ach, wir
every
haben
day
Etikette
at
nicht.
King's
Hm.
table. I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to
Yeah.
your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauternes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Was kann man da machen? Da, die Augen. Die weint.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
You must be joking.
Is everything all right?
Schwäche von ihr
Thank
erkannt.
you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Wir schauen mal kurz, was haben wir da für eine Schwäche erkannt. Das ist sein Charakter. Wo haben wir sie denn? Emily. Da ist er. Schwäche, Psychologie, okay.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Not really, no.
Napoleon hat eine super Frisur.
Napoleon?
Of course.
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
And right.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Na, geh mal nicht so dicht an Rande.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my...
Oh, Konfrontation, okay, jetzt mit Napoleon.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Absolutely. 50,000 louis d'or in hard cash.
The offer I'm talking about was for only 20,000 louis d'or, Monsieur de Richet. The truth is, you really have no idea about our agreement. So, you're wasting my time. I need to work with people I can have confidence in, sir.
The exact numbers may have escaped me. I suggest you wait for my mother's return in order to manage such details.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you.
Lass doch mal nicht
We don't know
versemmeln.
each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Konterrevolution? Wir kennen ja Napoleon.
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Gut, das haben wir geschafft.
You are right. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Na, da haben wir es ja
friends,
geschafft.
I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer.
And you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
So, da gehen sie jetzt wieder alle. Und ich würde sagen, wie es weitergeht, schauen wir uns beim nächsten Mal an. Für heute war es das. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis bald wieder. Tschüssi.